Before joining the protocol, a lone warrior sought answers to his past. In his search for a lost ancestor, he unleashed abilities that left the world reeling with unexplained phenomena. Welcome back to the lore of Valorant. So before we continue, I want to let you all know, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here, because this series has a long way to go. It would motivate me to make a new video sooner. Anyways, the story of Everett Linde facility, well known as Fracture, also starts here. It was a collaborative project between the two kingdoms of the two worlds. The project started off as two scientists of the two worlds started working together. Ruben Pontus of Omega Earth and Oran McNF of Alpha Earth. While the collaborative project is commencing, Kiritani Ryo, widely known as Yoru, who wasn't yet recruited in the protocol, went on a search to S22 Icebox. Well, S22 is a code name for the map Icebox. Icebox at the time was a kingdom facility, which was a port used to transport Radianite. Along with it being a shipment facility, it was also an excavation site, since off the coast there is an ancient Japanese ship frozen on a mountain of ice. The ship was later identified by Harper. An agent will come back to later. He identified the ship to be a Shuinseng, a Red Seal ship. The Shuinseng were Japanese armed merchant ships bound for Southeast Asian ports in the past in the history. On the ship, there were multiple samurai armors, including the one that belongs to Yoru's ancestors. And since the Kingdom Corporation was excavating the site, the armor was in Kingdom's possession. And Yoru, using his rift, infiltrated the Icebox facility, broke the glass where his ancestors' samurai armor was stored, and stole the mask from it. And that's why there is a broken glass with no mask in it, but a whole samurai armor in the map Icebox. That is the mask that he wears during his ultimate. Shortly after he steals it, he gets recruited in the Valorant Protocol. We can confirm Yoru knew Icebox from the cinematic, where Phoenix says that Yoru claimed he knew that place, which proves that Yoru had infiltrated the Icebox map before.
You in position yet?
Working on it.
What's taking so long? I thought you knew this place.
I do. Don't rush me.
We don't have time. I'm going in.
It was later found out that the samurai armors and the mask that Yoru stole was infused with Radianite. But if Kingdom were the first one to find out about Radianite a little before First Light, how come there were ancient samurai armors infused with Radianite? So it just means that there were people who discovered the Radianite way before Kingdom in history. And somehow, Radianite was forgotten about? Must be, how else can Yoru's ancestors have Radianite then? No wonder Yoru had the DNA related to Radianite, which made him turn into Radiant instantly. Though Yoru had later reported that there were dimensional scarrings on the sides of the ship, and there was a point in time when he fell through a rift and heard some voice calling to him, everything still remains cloudy and unclear of how the ship reached S22 Icebox. Because if you remember, I mentioned earlier that it was a Shuinseng, a Japanese mercenary ship, but the map Icebox is based on Bennett Island, a small island in Russia. There is no way the ship had traveled to Russia, because I mentioned earlier that the ship was bound to Southeast Asian countries, and Russia falls to the north or the northwest of Japan. So the most reasonable possibility is that the ship somehow got transported to Russia through a dimensional rift. We still don't know how and why, but that's the only explanation we have right now. A lot more questions just arise. Well, but we'd stop here today and proceed with the lore in the next episode. If you liked my explanation and the lore, please like the video and subscribe to stay tuned for the next episode. See you all around. Have a great day. Signing off.
People missing busy, wipe on my old legend, yeah. Have a great man, yeah, cara de